guys. Welcome back to Steeping Sensei's Tea Temple. I'm excited to be with you guys today. Today's going to be a bit more of a workspace, a work hour. I'm going to be here and I'm going to make tea. I'll actually start the water in just a moment. But thank you for joining me. And, I just want to invite in the energy of whoever decides to join us today or whoever decides to watch this video at a later date, because these moments matter. These are meaningful moments, and our vision here at Steeping Sensei is tea and tutelage, where we're teaching and transforming with tea. And I want to invite you into a ritual, into a practice, whatever that looks like. It might be tea, it may be meditation, but I'm here with you once a week on Wednesdays so that we can make change in our lives. So take a breath with me. If you are in a safe space to do so, close your eyes, get your feet on the ground. Just connect with your body. It may have been the third time you've done it today. It may have been the first time you've done it today. You may be very used to connecting to your body, or it may be very foreign to you. I'm excited to be here with you. So the first 10 minutes of my work hour, or until people start popping up, I'm going to share this to a couple different places, do my social media thing. And I'll be right back with you. Enjoy the music. Hey, I see there's one person with me. I just got some water. I'm about to start the tea. Just bring in your breath. Who's there? Mike Delaware, you know who it is. What's up? I'm assuming that's Mike Howe, but it just says Mike Delaware. Yeah, man. Shoot. Here's the quick recap. I involuntarily started working for myself because of that elevator guy, and yeah, nice. And I've just been trying to pick my own jobs and trying to get settled financially, and I'm like backwards a grand right now, but I have new business cards and new clients. I landed a $3,000 tile job. I'm about to finish that tile job, and then I have a space of like not knowing what comes next, finding the next job. So after this live, my commitment is to do this once a week, so I decided to do it. And I'm going to make tea and be with people, whoever pops up, but I'm going to go in and figure out Facebook marketing and get myself on Google, and I got a good amount of work to do to stabilize that balanced financial area. It's been a journey. Yeah, man. I got a tea ceremony coming up on Saturday, and I'm going to try to live stream it. I forget exactly what time it's at. I should probably find that out. It's Saturday at like this public festival. It's in this big park in Boca. So I get to serve probably 40, 50, 100 people. Who knows? I'm going to be ready. So I got my stacks of business cards, and I just got to get myself in front of people, and I got to create a package I can hand someone and say, hey, here's my options. Here's what I bring to the table. Here's what I offer. Here's my tea ceremonies, large scale personal tea ceremonies, my personal coaching, and I'm working on a lot. So yeah, I'm like figuring out this platform still. So if people tune in on YouTube, your comments pop up right here. But I still need to figure out how to have a chat so people don't have to comment on YouTube every time. Does this show up for you as a chat, or does it say like comment here? Because I know there's a difference. The comments stick around forever, but a chat can just be like between you and I. Hey, there's two people here. Drop a comment on YouTube. I want to know who you are. I'm still figuring out all this technology, so the fact that I have multiple people here at the same time, let me do my thing. I'm going to heat up some tea. I did tea ceremony for like 50 people the other day. I love you, water. Thank you, water. Thank you, teapot, and all the tea that we drink. I'll say the same thing I say almost every time. One, enjoy the beeping sound as my teapot yells at me. And two, we say I love you, water, because of a scientific experiment done by Dr. Emoto out of Japan. And I did 3 years deep in engineering and hard sciences to grow my career curricularly. I went to college for engineering. And in these studies of science, I ended up finding that all the hippy-dippy spirituality stuff is actually like real. Quantum physics and multiple realities and all the quantum mechanics for sound healing, drum circles, etc. And I came to this premise that if you track tea through time, you're tracking a lot of the major culture, wealth, wisdom, and vibrancy that we can have in our life. And there's a lot to take away from that. There's a lot of global philosophies involved there too. So it is a powerful opportunity to reflect, both in our moments as we force ourselves to meditate. We wait for the water to boil. We wait for the tea to steep. It's an activity and a practice in awareness, in mindfulness. It's not easy. I like tea a lot, and I have a lot of different varieties, and I'll tell you how often I still run around my busy day and don't make tea. It brings a level of depth and presence to my life, and caffeine's great as well, as long as you stop drinking it at the right time and you're not too reliant. I'll sit caffeinated green tea all day out of this pot that I have. So, yeah, caffeine replacing coffee, tea. I know coffee is a huge thing in culture right now. A lot of people want to get off that coffee kick. But, yeah, man, I appreciate you guys being here. I really do. And to people that float in and out, I'm glad that you have the opportunity to do so. I just get to be here, present every week for at least 30 minutes. And from that, we will build the roots of the steeping sensei. Like I got the roots on my shirt. I got the roots in the background right here. We're rooting down. So I'm going to turn the music up and I'm going to do some sharing again. I'm going to get this thing on the road. I started at 6:10, and every time I come to this realization that after I start the stream, I need to share it on my personal Facebook, on my business Facebook, on my Facebook group. I need to get engagement, and it's a lot of things to balance. Running a podcast, man, running a YouTube, social media, a whole business where people can interact with me virtually. It's a challenge, and I want to be here for others that are struggling through the challenge of business development, brand development, getting a balance on all the social medias and what's going on there. Yeah, just bring yourself to breath. It's very important as we wait for this tea to boil. Water to boil. It's not tea yet. You're doing it. Yes, I am doing it. It's funny, you're still here, but it says I have 0 viewers right now. So I'm still, these softwares are all finicky. I got to get whatever paid software. I need like $10,000. I'm manifesting. I'm creating a space where I can bring my services to the table and get a surplus of 10 grand. Because, I mean, the small stuff like LLCs, the big stuff like some business softwares, proper marketing, Google ads, running these things properly, get out of debt. Obviously, it's part of that number. But to be able to really invest into my business, I know I could be making money with what I have to offer. It's the audience, it's the exposure, it's the marketing, it's a game, man. It's a game. Goodness gracious. All right, this water's about to boil. Let me get some tea stuff ready. So I found out that my mic here works just as well on my webcam as this, and this thing is super sensitive. I mean, if I make any noise at all in the room, it picks it up like a hammer hitting an anvil. So we're working on all of the things. Let's see here. I'll be right back with more water, and my water just became boiling. Give me 1 sec, actually. Stick around. I'm going to be right back with a bag of tea and some more water. And my roommate sent me a text. I'm going to call him real quick. It'll take like 60 seconds. And we're back. What goes best with tea? Snacks. Sometimes I forget to feed myself. So we're working on that. So today I'm going to make one of my favorite teas. And this is a very non-traditional tea. It's not like green tea, white tea, black tea. It's not a traditional tea. It is an herbal tea that has apple pieces, crushed almonds, cinnamon, and beetroot. And it is called Roasted Almond Delight. From Trend Tea. Is this even going to work? It's so bright. Huh. There you go. Trend Tea. This is a tea house that is in a hotel on the second floor. It's this cute little tea bar, and they got a seating area and a patio that overlooks the pool. It's gorgeous, and it's right in the middle of Boca, and most people don't even know it exists. I forgot about it for years, and it's been there for 10 years now. All right, that beeping sounds my tea. Ready to rock, guys. This has water in it. That was impressive. Admit it. I preheated this teapot the other day, and I forgot to take the water out of it. I think it was yesterday night. My camera's blurred. Hey there. All right. To tea time we go. This is my dragon. He's my friend. And what do we got here? I'm going to collapse my comments. Go into brand. Look at my bubble. Oh, that's so funny. I have your comment pinned on my banner. You see it says right on the side of my video. It says Mike Delaware, yo. That's so funny. You know who it is? There you go. I'll leave that comment right there. Trying to actually close it because it's blocking the view of the tea. Show display names. Close comments. Post comments. There you go. Figured it out. See, again, it's technology. And yes, thank you for saying that, because I am doing it. Not as, what's the word? Not as often as I'd like to be, but I'm sure as hell doing it. I'm here. I even got the right backdrop. I think everything looks really good. I mean, when I walk away from the desk and I leave it looking like this, it's like the perfect space. I got my little chakra posters here. Got my books here and my bookshelf here, and I got Dad's ashes all the way up here too. Look, you can say hi to Eric. He's here with me. I got a whole box of him up there at the top of my bookshelf. He is right in that box. So yeah, I guess special shout out to my father for making me, A, and B, for the amazing vision of love and giving that he was to this world. Yeah, he knew the definition of community so well. He really lived into it. All right. Roasted Almond Delight. So excited for this tea. Every single time. I could go through a bag of this in a week. It's a problem. I need to make a profitable tea business to pay for the tea that I drink. Little color changing teapot when it gets hot. It matches my dragon friend right here. One side has a phoenix and the other side has a dragon. All right, transformational tea time, Wisdom Wednesdays. Sometimes I overthink all of it, and I'm like, oh, what am I going to share today? Ultimately, it's just show up. Show up. Share what comes to you. So, Mike, I am working on a couple different things, but there is a link that I put in the Facebook, and I'm going to put it in the comments here. But if you wanted to leave the YouTube and join me face to face, it would keep my screen the way it is, and then you would pop up down if you're on video. I mean, if you got your camera. But shoot me a like, thumbs up if you want that link. What do I do? Post a comment. Here you go. Join me face to face. Paste. I'm doing these technology things. Look, it's 23 minutes in, and I still am working on like intros. I'm gonna get this down. This is gonna be a science one day. I'm gonna get on here and make $1,000 for showing up. 100 live streams per year and $100,000 sounds good to me. I want to do live events more, and I made like 40-30 bucks off the last event that I did. The event I'm doing this Saturday at what's called Cocoa Fest is a health and wellness like farmers market, and they do it once a month. And they do the cocoa market as a farmers market once a month on the first Sunday of each month, and then the Cocoa Fest they do occasionally. It's like a biannual thing, and it's a bigger, more entertainment-driven event. So I am one of their entertainers. I am here to entertain. Ta-da! It's really fun for me to get in front of new people. This TV show, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Uncle Iroh is like this wise sage, and he's on the same side as the bad guys, but he's like a man of peace. He's like one of the good guys on the side of the bad guys. And he tries to keep everyone around him grounded and brought into a more zen form of mind. And he says, what does he say verbatim? He says, one of life's many gifts, one of life's greatest gifts is the opportunity to share tea with a total stranger. And I deeply believe in that. That's super powerful. Let's see if this is nice and pink. Yeah. Got some red colors coming out there. I'm gonna reheat this water as that tea cools. Keep a nice constant flow of the good beverage. I'm drinking an herbal tea. I honestly should be drinking caffeine, but maybe I'll make more tea right after this live stream. Again, pardon me for 1 second. I will be right back. Oh no! Did my Facebook just die? My live just died on Facebook. I am still live on StreamYard and YouTube, but I just dropped my Facebook feed. Man, all this technology is crazy. Now it says waiting, start live. Haha, did it drop me? I'm not sure. It says that I'm live still. Create live video. I'm not sure if I'm live on Facebook still. I have to find out. Give me 1 sec. Technical difficulty time. That's last week's. Let us see what is going on. Oh, apparently it never worked at all. My Facebook's never been live. Yeah, this is the Facebook's the finicky one. I want to be live on Facebook, on my business. I want to share it to my personal page so that I have exposure. And then I want to be live on YouTube for the fact that it records it and keeps it there. Finicky. But yeah, it's one of the reasons I need another like $500 to get the software, because then I can do it all from this one platform. This is a pretty expensive software, the paid version, but it does a really good job. Meow, 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 meow. Alright, let's see what we got here. My goal would be to bring you guys outside. Who else is on here? I see another comment. What's up? Now I can't see your comments anymore, I don't think. No, I can still see your comments, man. There you go. It says you're in. Enjoy the show. Everyone can hear you. Ha ha ha. Now that is a background. Well, it's good, guys. Oh, gosh. I just did a tea ceremony this past weekend. No. Today is... No, two weekends ago. And I forgot I lost a week because I was sick, actually. And I'm feeling better now. So we hear you now. Yes. I didn't want you hearing me because there was feedback between this device and the secondary device because it's still logged in on my computer. That's one of the hacks that I figured out, that as long as you have multiple devices, you can start having multiple camera angles without having to pay for the expensive version of the software. The expensive version of the software can manage multiple video sources from one device. But this actually gives me more flexibility anyway. It gives me the opportunity to bring you guys outside without unhooking my laptop. Let's see if this is cool enough. This tea smells like heaven. This tea, again, I'll repeat for anybody who hasn't been with us. It's been a little while since I said it a half an hour ago. This is the Roasted Almond Delight. It is one of my favorite teas on earth. It's an herbal tea with apples, cinnamon, roasted almonds, beetroot, and plum. Phenomenal. Very fruity, sweet. It's got some spice from the cinnamon. Yeah. That first sip. Melt right into it. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have rituals. I don't practice my rituals often enough, honestly. I started Steeping Sensei knowing how powerful rituals are, but not living them enough. And this is my opportunity to be here living my rituals with you, not only to create a space of community and accountability, but to create a space where magic gets to happen. With action comes magic. With communication comes magic. There's a lot of different types of magic. This is coming from a wizard, though. So I'm a fire spinner. I'm a pranayama practitioner. So that's breath work. That's my air element. My water element is obviously tea. Here's some from my father. Thank you for existing. And thanks for being with us, wherever you are. You are on to the next screen or the next chapter, however they call that. Yeah, I don't know how to get from here. I got the technology down. There's room to go, but I got it down. And now I need to get, 10,000 subscribers minimum on each platform. Let's go towards 100,000 subscribers of me adding value. I heard the quicker you get to 100 videos on YouTube, the more likely you are to be successful. And for podcasts, there's a statistic that very few people stay consistent past their 23rd podcast. So I did 3 and then dropped off. So by the end of this, if I have the bandwidth, I'm going to knock out a quick 5 or 10 minute podcast as well, which ultimately takes an hour of editing and posting and I don't like doing that much in the post-production realm. My goal is to get it right the first time and then post it. So it's also why I do a lot of live streams. The long-term goal would be to have a software where I feed it my long-form video, such as my live stream for an hour, and it checks the script and it runs through sections that are the most cohesive and impactful, and it cuts the video for me. So that's another couple $100. Yeah, I'm just bringing in abundance, manifesting as a person who's working for himself and taking next steps to solidify and legitimize my income, my multi-source income. I'm also, after this, about to go back into the office and do a little bit of work hours. So I'm going to stay on live, probably change my camera angle out, and just be working.
And whoever pops in, I might see it, I might not. I still don't even know how to cohesively see everybody who pops in. Because, if I get the paid version, it says Mike Delaware from YouTube. So I could stream across multiple platforms, and every comment or chat would all come to here. Man, we just need that money. And after just finishing a transformational development training, they basically said, well, what are your complaints? And after looking at your complaints, not enough money. What are you being inauthentic about in that complaint? And the thing that I was being inauthentic about in my complaint about not having enough money is the amount of effort that takes. What the formula for money is money is a unit rendered to those who serve the most people. If you don't make enough money, but you serve people really well, you need to scale up the quantity of people you serve. And if you serve a lot of people, but you're not making enough money, you need to scale up the quality of your service and the clarity of your service. So that's one of those pieces that, man, the little red book called The Go-Giver. And there's a bunch of good ones out there. These wisdom principles. You can give a quick one-liner from a lot of different books. Think and Grow Rich, Mastermind Principle. So where there is two minds, there is a third unique and more powerful mind that comes to the table. Not more powerful, just different. More powerful than any of the one individual minds could be together. And I'm part of a mastermind group. I'm part of a leadership collective, and I am going to be creating my own mastermind group as well through the Steeping Sensei. Man, I had a lot of work to do. Sometimes it's so easy to be like, what should I do today? A lot of things. So, if anybody's made it this far, thanks for being here. You're loved so much. You're so valued. I don't know if you know that, but I mean, I'm sure you know that deep down. But what you don't know is that you matter so much that you were made of matter. And you can't deny that because physics dictates that's true. So, yeah, you matter so much you were made of matter is a Steeping Sensei Jake Jackson original. I wish I could trademark it. It's my tagline, I guess. Yep, here we are at Steeping Sensei's secret tea temple, also known as my home. And I remember times when I didn't have a home, or the home I was living in wasn't mine. I rent here, but this is my home, and I look forward to being here for several years until I solidify my $100,000 income, so I can buy a place like this and own it myself. And then I just need to rent it from the government with property taxes. But yeah, we got huge visions we're working on now. And I hope that you can join us in this vision, in this creation. Oh gosh, tell me it's not already like 7. It is already like 7. I guess I'm bringing it inside and doing some work hours. I got some things I got to do before we go to the Delray Beach drum circle and dance it out and play with our friends and light some things on fire afterwards. So that's my Wednesday evening routine and ritual. And speaking of rituals, tea time's a great ritual, but another great ritual is consistent community events. Being around people who love you for who you are. And I've heard it said recently, thank you to Amy Laura or Love Wins on Facebook. It is a very powerful ideology that she shared, the framework, when she said, if your friends and your community are either disavowing you, if your friends or community are either disavowing you or turning their back on you, and you haven't seen them ask, how can I help you? How can I support you? What's going on in your life? Turns out those people aren't your community. You might think they are. You might want their connection. But if they're not asking you how they can be of support to you while you're going through hard times and they just want to turn their back on you, there's a community out there that will be there for you when you need it. Not everybody has unlimited bandwidth, and you can't lean indefinitely on any one person. That's why you build a community of people you can lean on. So I'm glad that I've done that at Steeping Sensei's Sanctuary, where we have some of the coolest people in the world. My birthday party is in 14 days here at this home. And this is the first time I'm actually announcing it. I haven't even made a flyer yet. It's still just an idea. It hasn't been birthed yet. But this is it being birthed into reality right now. My birthday, turning 31, I got to see my brother yesterday, which is cool. Mike, if you're still on here, when I saw Max, we shared tea, and he doesn't typically drink hot beverages besides hot cocoa. So the fact that I got him to enjoy this particular tea is pretty meaningful. And I handed him a bunch of teas. He's like, they just smell like leaves and green and brown water. And I'm like, we'll make something special for you. So I'm sitting here on this tea for a couple of days in a row now. Some teas you can't get enough of. Some things in life you can't get enough of. Let's see. I don't know if I'm going to disappear, but I'm going to do that real quick. Hello, I'm back. I'm not sure if my video disappeared there for a second, but yeah, that's great. I saw that funny pic you guys sent me and Max. Oh, yeah, that was great. Max sent that into the group. He's been sifting through some old photos, I guess. He's in town now, but he's leaving tonight or already has left. So I got to see him yesterday, and then he went paddleboarding up the river today with his partner, and then Alex. And then, he's headed to go see her family on the other coast. They're going to cut through the center of Florida, go through Okeechobee, see some of the springs that I recommended, and off on the next adventure. They drove the ambulance all the way down to Florida from New Jersey. Thank you for joining me for Transformational Tea Time with Steeping Sensei. I am excited to share tea with you in this way. I'm excited to share time with you in this way. And tea is a very meaningful tool in transformation and mindfulness. And if you track the history of tea through time, you track wealth, wisdom, culture, and a slew of things that we need more of in life, including depth. There is a great depth to the history of tea, and there's great depth to tea in the present moment as well. The types and the varietals and the flavors and the different types of ceremony that you can offer tea in from all over the world, the cultures that tea has touched. So I'm here to touch lives, and I'm here to find the people who want to have their life touched and have a community and a connection where we can create meaningful, mindful moments. So I'm going to bring you guys inside, and we're going to do some work on the business. I'm going to hang out and just drink tea with you. And I'm going to stop getting eaten by bugs now.
Stand by for just one moment. I'm going to bring video right back after I turn it off. Just got to change my camera angle without making you guys dizzy. I am back, and I am experiencing technical difficulties once again. I moved my camera angle, and now my camera does not want to turn back on. So I'm going to do this. Let's see. There you go. That's not terrible. Oh, wait, no, hold on. I got to do this right. Sorry, guys. I'm going to make you nice and dizzy. Anyway, I just told you I wasn't going to make you dizzy. All right. Here we are, back. Stephen Sensei Sanctuary, except I am itchy now because I was outside getting eaten by mosquitoes. 1 hour. I got one YouTube viewer still. I'm sure that's Mike. Are you really hanging out with me for the whole hour? I appreciate you, dude. You know, there's nothing like the technical difficulty that happened the first time I did a tea ceremony. I did a large-scale tea ceremony, larger than I thought, and probably ended up serving like 100 people. It was at a major festival called Halloween, which is actually going on this weekend, and I'm very sad to not be there making tea again. So I'm committed to solidifying my brand business and my vision, making a content package that I can share with Halloween and getting myself on their roster for next year, as well as other festivals. There's a whole range of places that I can be offering my services, and then just put up a QR code and $5 or $20 donations at a time, I can create my financial stability. So I'm excited for those days as they approach. All right, we got tea stuff hanging out here. And my comments are right here, and it says, yes, sir, at 7:01. You're still with me. Nice, nice. I'm over here itching my wrists now because I was outside. Man, you don't even realize how much you're getting eaten until you've come inside. um,
I'm gonna try to get my other camera working again real quick. Settings. I'm about to enter like workspace mode. I'm gonna be making some posts. I'm collecting some pictures from my handyman stuff, and from there, I'm going to be cancel allowances, extensions. How do I ask my computer to allow me to use the microphone and video? Man, I might have to stop this live stream and restart it. I mean, this works. I'm connected to my phone. Let's make sure my phone's plugged in so it doesn't die. And then it means I'm not going to get distracted on my phone. Oh, is that how I'm going to be productive from now on? Do my live stream from my phone and do work hours in a way that allows me to... I can't do this if you're over there. Usually I use my webcam and then my phone's right here and I can still get distracted during my work hours. Granted, I have 2 screens of potential distractions right in front of me anyway. But when I'm at my computer, I tend to get work done, which is nice. So I am on Steeping Sensei's Facebook. I am on my personal Facebook, StreamYard. Settings. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna put on some music. All right, we've got my live stream over there. You did the thing. I can see your face. What's good? How you doing, dude? Actually, I think I can do a thing where I can hear you. Hold on. I think I have to add you to the stage. And then do this.
There you go.
What's good?
Yeah.
Now I can see you and I can hear you.
Yeah.
You're not on my
I
recording
saw the
screen.
link pop up. I text you the link, I text on your phone to show you what I could see.
Nice.
And I saw the StreamYard link pop up. So I just wanted to test it for you, man. I don't want to interrupt you.
No, that's awesome. Honestly, I love having interaction.
Yeah.
This is like the goal where I can have, for the free version, I can have like 6 people here.
Yep.
And having them, I can mute this and the music still plays. That's interesting. I forgot that the music is presently playing virtually in this virtual environment, and I've been playing it through my speakers, trying to have my microphone pick it up, but that's not necessary.
Yeah, it's coming.
But I was having all this feedback because of that problem.
Yeah.
Now I'm not having any feedback because I muted this whole system. Here are my headphones.
Nice.
I got this technology thing fucking figured out. I'm working on.
Yeah, dude. I saw
different angles and.
I saw that link. I said, I'll test it for you.
Yeah, I've had one other person join me like this, but on the free version of the software, I think I can have 6 total people.
Yeah.
So if I'm using my phone as a device and my computer as a device, that leaves 4 slots.
Cool.
And I'm not sure if it counts my own IP addresses as people. You know, it could leave me with 6 slots. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming it counts my phone as one person, and then it probably counts my main IP on the computer as one person.
Yep. Well, if you start to get to a consistent 4 or 5 people, then that's when you look to upgrade. So
Yeah, exactly. And by then my goal is to have a clear monetization strategy. And being this is on live, for those of you who don't know, here's my father and his ashes. And yeah, I showed you the box earlier, but now I get to see your face. This is Mike
That's
Howe,
great.
one of my father's old friends. And
Yeah.
my dad ran a pizzeria, and I grew up in customer service. I wasn't even able to see over the counter, and I remember, "Smile, Jackson. They can hear your smile even over the phone," and all that. And it's one of the things, even when I'm fire spitting, certain people have said the number one compliment I get is just, "Oh, your smile when you're doing your thing is just so meaningful." And like, sometimes I forget that I got to do all this steeping sensei stuff and the tea stuff and the wisdom stuff, but ultimately, like, it's the moneymaker.
Yeah.
I'm glad my scar on my face healed well. I lit my face on fire, spinning fire, and I got a
Oh
pretty,
man.
like, not on fire actually. The implement I was using had a metal component that was very hot, and
Got
it ended
hot.
up whacking me in the face.
Oh,
So it wasn't the fire that damaged me. Actually, the fire is really not that hot.
yeah.
Two things I'm scared of more than fire is hot metal and hot water.
Yeah.
Hot water is the one, man. When I
Yeah.
do tea ceremony, I do the ceremony, and while everything is at like 200 degrees, I pour everything myself.
Yeah.
And then I tell them, eventually I told the whole tea ceremony, I said, eventually I'll trust you guys to be adults and pass this around and pour for yourselves. But for now, I'm going to take care of you.
I watched one of them that you were doing about a week ago. There was about 10 people, maybe a
Oh, the
little
big
more than that.
circle with
Yeah,
like
the
the
big
sound
circle.
bowls on this.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
watching
that's awesome. And being able to do these in-person events and bring my technology out there is just going to be a game changer. Like, yeah, having some great photos and having a professional photographer float around and snag the shots that I need for my marketing is going to be great.
Yeah.
But who needs to run around and make sure you get pictures if the whole dang thing's on live stream?
Right.
And, grabbing stills out of video is still, so pictures are valuable, but
Yeah.
you get what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, Mike Howe is in the building.
That's
Mike, it's funny when YouTube just said Mike Delaware over and over again.
Yeah. Well, I do that because I don't want my name out there. Sometimes I go into like controversial crap and
Fair enough. That makes sense.
Political stuff or just whatever. I love YouTube, man. I've been using it for a long time. I mean, I know it's a tough platform because they strike you real easy if you're not careful what you talk about.
I'm interested to see the growth that's available because I'm not talking about anything too risque. I've got my own platforms for that.
Yeah.
And I actually have a Facebook where I show my more like spicy side.
Yeah.
But my main Facebook and my main accounts have always been pretty PC-ish.
Yeah.
And that's got drilled into me from my family of, it's all got to smell good and look good on the surface and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, right.
Doesn't matter what's going on. It's got to smell good and look good.
Right.
But, obviously, I've grown out of that and been able to have my peace.
Yeah. I dig your shirt, man. It's cool.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's got the snake down here in the roots. It's like the tree of life.
Well, I got to get rolling, dude. I just want to come on and say hello.
No, I'm glad that you did. I got like 20 minutes to knock out a few things, and then I got to get on the road as well, headed down south to Delray. But cool. I'm so glad that you got on, and I'm going to do 20 minutes of work hours and just sit here and do some things. But I look forward to seeing you again next time, whenever this happens. My goal is to do 6-ish to 7-ish. Maybe it'll be half an hour, maybe an hour. Depends on if I'm just talking to myself out here.
Yeah.
But each week. So I'll see you next week, and we'll catch up. Give me a call anytime. If I see a missed call, I'll usually get back to it.
Likewise. All right. I'll see you.
Stuff. And have a great night, man.
See you.
Oh, that was Mike Howe, my dad's friend and a good personal friend of me nowadays. Kind of like a mentor and a father figure to me. And I think it's very important that everyone has mentors and father figures. And it's definitely meaningful. One of the things that I want to be for you guys is a space that is a safe space of feedback, of connection, of validation, support, affirmation. Yeah. Steeping Sensei Sanctuary is here to share. Steeping Sensei Sanctuary is here to share love and light with you. And I'm excited to share that in a way that is palatable while we all just sit here and drink tea together. Well, this is my live stream for the week. And got 20 minutes. to make a podcast episode. If anybody joins me, feel free to drop comments and I will see them. But until then, I will post a comment that says, if you join while I am in work hours,
I have an option that says put user in timeout. I don't like what they're talking about. Apparently, I can put you in timeout.